Welcome my dear student. This is our second video of a statement. In the past video we will discuss the case statement. Now today in this video we have to cover the null statement. Now what is null statement? The statement null NULL is a sequential statement that does not cause any action to take place and execution continues with the next statement. One example of this statement used is in an if statement or in case of a statement where for a certain condition it may be useful or necessary to explicitly specify that the no action need to perform. It means simply whenever we have to perform nothing, we can use the statement that is null statement. Then in your mind there is a question is that for what purpose then we are using null statement? It does not performing any operation, it does not performing any action, then for what purpose we are trying to use this null statement? This null statement will be used to allocate a certain time. Now how? If we deal the same terms with a microprocessor and if you use some instruction like a halt or if you use this null instruction, for performing this null instruction the processor requires certain amount of time, like as for example it required a 10 nanosecond of time, and if I want to stop for 50 nanoseconds and for 50 nanoseconds I doesn't want to perform any task, I doesn't want to perform any action, then in that case what I do, I will use this null statement 5 times. How? For performing or for executing the single null statement we require 10 nanoseconds and I want to complete a gap of 50 nanoseconds. In that case I will use this null statement 5 times, so that 10 into 5 that is 15 nanoseconds time will be get stopped. Stop means execution is to be done but action or the operation will not be done. That is the dummy state. In certain situation this null statement will be get used maximum time. Okay. Next, after the null statement, the next part is a loop statement. A loop statement is a use to iterate through a set of sequential statements. The syntax of the loop statement is loop label, iteration scheme, loop, sequential statement, end loop label. There are three types of iteration scheme. The first is the for iteration scheme that has the form of for identifier in the range. For example of this iteration scheme is factorial is equals to 1 for number in 2 to n loop. Factorial is equals to factorial into n number. That is end of the loop. The body of the for loop is executed in n-1 time with a loop identifier, number being incremented by 1 at the end of each iteration. The object number is implicitly declared within for loop to belong to the integer type whose value are in the range 2 to n. The no explicit declaration for the loop identifier is therefore necessary. The loop identifier also cannot be assigned any value inside the for loop if another variable within the same name exists. Outside the for loop, these two variables are treated separately and the variable used inside the for loop refer to the loop identifier. The range for the loop can also be a range of an enumeration type such as type hexa. Hexa is belonging to the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 A, B, C, D, E, F. For number in hexa 9 down to hexa 0 loop, number will be take values in a type of hexa from 9 through 0 that end loop. For character in hexa loop, character will be take all values in the type of hexa from 0 to f, that is end of loop. Here we notice that it is necessary to qualify the values being used for the number, since the lateral 0 through 9s are overloaded, once being defined in type hexa and a second time being defined by the predefined type character. Qualified expression are to be described. The second form of the iteration scheme is the while scheme, and that has in the form of while boolean expression. An example of a while iteration scheme is j equals to 0, sum is equals to 1 0. While loop, while j less than 20 loop, this loop has a label while loop. Sum is equals to sum into 2. J is equals to j plus 3, end of the loop. The statement within the body of the loop are executed sequentially and repeatedly as long as the loop condition j less than 20 is true. At this point, the execution continues with the statement following the loop statement. And the third and a final form of the iteration scheme is one where no iteration scheme is specified in this form of loop statement. All the statements in the loop body are repeatedly executed until some other action causes to it to exist the loop. This action can be caused by an exit statement, a next statement, or return statement. This is all about the loop statement in a different terms and in different conditions. Now the next statement is exit statement. The exit statement is again a sequential statement that can be used only inside a loop. It causes execution to the loop out of the innermost loop or the loop whose label is specified. The syntax for the exit statement is exit loop label when condition. If no loop label is specified, the innermost loop is exited. If the when clause is used, the specified loop is exited only the given condition is true. Otherwise, execution continues with the next statement and alternate form for a loop L2 described in the previous section. Sum is equals to 1 to j is equals to 0. Loop L3 is equals to loop j is equals to j plus 21. Sum into 10, and if the sum is greater than 100, then exit of loop L3, and if loop and end of loop L3. In this way, we can use the exit statement for to exit out from certain term or from exit out from certain loops. Then and only then we will use this exit statement. Okay, this is all about exit statement. Now the next part is the next statement that we will see in the next video. Thank you very much.